Happy Monday, Bobcat teachers and scholars. As we gear up for a fantastic week of teaching and learning, I just want to say welcome back. Let's get started with the morning announcement.
Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Bobcat Affirmation. Bobcats are powerful. I think positively. I take ownership of my actions. I make wise choices. I'm excited about new learning. I will reach my goals. I forgive others. I forgive others and myself. I am understanding of differences. I am a leader. I'm a Bobcat.
Now, every day, all of the Bobcats within our Scenic Hills School should strive to display our foundational values. In order to do this, you must think about the 3R approach, which is to be respectful, be responsible, and to always be ready to learn. Scholars, today we are going to revisit our school-wide expectation for arrival, specifically what it means to be responsible. If you take a look on the screen, we have 3 things that you need to do when you arrive at school in order to be responsible, which is the first of our 3 R's: to be respectful, responsible, and ready to learn. So when we look at being responsible when you arrive at school, this means that you should bring your backpack, your device, that is your tablet or your laptop, depending on which grade you're in, your supplies, that's your pencil, your paper, your homework folder, your communicator that we send home every day with your conduct on there, and your homework. So scholars, do you have a device at home that you are not bringing to school? Not only do you need to bring your device, but you need to bring your device charger. This week, we will be handing out special treats to scholars who remember to bring their device to school each day with them. Now, scholars, if you don't have your device, we will be giving it back to you soon. But we have over 150 scholars who should be bringing their devices with them when they come to school each day. So scholars, we are looking for you to bring your device to school with you each day. And each day that you bring it, we will have something special for you. Our second thing that we need to make sure that we are aware of to be responsible during arrival is to pick up our breakfast and go straight to our classrooms. That means that you are not stopping at the restroom. You shouldn't really even stop at other teachers' classrooms. You should get your breakfast and go straight to your room. If you need to go to another teacher's classroom or the restroom, all we ask is that you go to your classroom so that your teachers know where you are at all times. And the last thing you need to do to be responsible during our arrival at school each morning is to complete your do now assignment, either on your desk, on the board, or on the computer screen. Your teacher will have an assignment for you to complete after you finish your breakfast to help us get started with the day. Now, to be respectful during arrival, you are on Bobcat Zone 0. That is Bobcat Zone 0. There is no talking in the hallway. If you see someone that you know, just wave at them and keep on moving towards your classroom. The second thing that you need to do in order to be respectful is to place all your trash in the garbage cans after eating. Do not leave anything on the floor, on your desk. Make sure that all trash gets into the garbage can. And the last thing you need to do to be respectful is to quietly complete your work. Now, to be ready, you must get all of your items before sitting down to eat and complete your morning work. Secondly, you need to have all your materials ready for the day. And lastly, and most importantly, you should follow the directions of any adult at the hill. These are our expectations for arrival. We will continue to revisit our school-wide expectations throughout this week to make sure that everyone knows exactly what is expected, because we want every scholar to be at our next Bobcat Bonanza in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we might need to have a little fun in the sun, an extra hour of time outside during our next Bobcat Bonanza. That will give you an extra hour to spend with your friends. Don't you want an extra hour with your friends? I know I love spending time with my friends. So, we are going to continue to review the expectations so that everyone knows exactly what the 3 R's mean in each space throughout the building.
3GC Literacy Pledge. I promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read at my desk, at home, and at school, on a beanbag or bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind, or sleet, each day of the week, reading's a treat. So I take this pledge to make reading my way, and reading my brain what it needs every day. By Deborah Angus.
We don't have any birthdays today, but tomorrow maybe we'll have a birthday or two. See you soon. Now, scholars and staff, we hope that you enjoyed the book that you chose from our book vending machine, as we had our very first book giveaway for the school year. Now, if your class did not have time to get a book on Friday, we have refilled the machine. It was such a busy day on Friday. We had the Bobcat Bonanza. We had so many things going on that I understand if your class was not able to go. And that is why we refilled the machine with many more wonderful books for scholars to choose from. It is my understanding that there was at least one class in grade 2, one class in grade 4, and one class in grade 5 that did not have the opportunity to visit the book vending machine. If this is your class, teachers, we are asking that you take your class to the book vending machine right after lunch, right after recess, or right after your support class if it's during the day, because we want every scholar to receive a book, and remember that teachers are able to get books as well. We can't wait to hear about the book that you choose. In our school-wide events and activities, first up, we will have Palm Squad Tryouts next week. That's Palm Squad Tryouts. Mrs. Washington and Mr. Moore will be around this week with more information about the Palm Squad tryouts, which will take place on next week. Now, remember, to be eligible, you must have good conduct, good grades, and good attendance. So make sure that you are behaving, as teachers will need to sign off saying that you are eligible for our tryouts on next week. Our second school-wide event and activity is Scholars next Wednesday. On next Wednesday, August the 31st, you will have your first opportunity to earn an out-of-uniform pass for the school year. Now, we did have some scholars who were out of uniform based on their attendance and their performance on our TCAP assessment, the very last assessment we had at the end of last school year. But this here, next Wednesday, is your very first opportunity where any scholar in the building can earn an out of uniform pass. And as we continue on through the week, I will let you know what you need to do in order to be eligible for your first out of uniform pass. Our third announcement, of course, is that we are continuing to test in all grade levels in reading and math as we are taking our iReady diagnostic assessment, which means that towards the end of this week, I will begin announcing our brilliant Bobcats and our rising stars for every grade level. Make sure that you are courageously concentrating because those announcements could begin as early as tomorrow. And our final school-wide event and activity is that we will have our Math Fact Challenge, the very first quiz for our Math Facts Challenge today. On Friday, teachers, you should have received your addition and your multiplication fact quizzes. Students will receive 3 minutes only to answer as many questions as they can. Good luck, and I can't wait to hear who masters our Math Fact Challenge this week. In today's classroom spotlight, we are shining a light on one of our specialty classes. Today, we are honoring our physical education classes, our classes taught by our coach, Ms. Washington. In this picture, you will see our grade 3 scholars being ready to learn. Now, I hope that you enjoyed our Read Aloud on Friday, which was Catching the Moon. Today, we will be reading a book entitled If I Were an Astronaut. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to travel in space? Well, teachers, I am asking that you carve out about 8 minutes today so that each of our scholars can hear what it's like to be in space from an actual astronaut who will read our story for today. Scholars, I can't wait to hear what you think about today's Read Aloud story. Remember, every day we're building brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future.
Together we must believe. Together we will achieve. Together we will imagine 901. How for taught today or teaching or learning.